Hello my demons and ghoulies, welcome back. My name is Hex and welcome to what I hope I can continue as a trend as all the art I've done in blank year. Obviously this year will be 2024 for those watching in the future, I suppose. You know, when I was making this video and I was getting all the art together, I was actually a little, not downtrodden necessarily, but I was looking at everything all together and it had looked initially like I had made less art than I had in 2023. I've been very busy this year. I have had 4 weddings to attend as well as I think 4 conventions. So prepping for travel as well as conventions does take my time away from creating, obviously. But that being said, in comparison to all the art that I have made last year, I think I made about the same. Maybe a smidge bit less, but all things considered, I think that that's pretty good. I think it's like around 100 pieces created, and that's not including the commissions. This is not including a majority of gifts that I have given to friends. There is a couple that I slipped in there because I really liked them, but I don't include like all of Art Fight. Or no, I think I did this year because I was thinking I didn't have enough, so I was like, oh, just do it just in case. And I haven't watched last year's video, so I'm actually not sure if I did include Art Fight for 2023 or not, but that's fine. That being said, I feel like as an artist, I do fight with myself a lot in terms of whether I enjoy my work or not. I feel like I'm not alone in that. But this year, especially looking at these images, I do see a lot of growth in my art. And obviously not all of these are up to par, not all of them are going to be top-notch. It's everything I've created. There's going to be some highs as well as some lows. That's just kind of how things work. But I do see growth, and I see experimentation a little bit, and I see a little more of drawing just what I desire to draw. And I think as an artist, I think that that's really important to, you know, make sure that your passion for art is always in check. Why do you make art? Why do you enjoy it? Why do you create? It's always really good to brush up upon and ask yourself, like, what am I doing? This year and into next year, I really want to focus on just drawing things that make me happy, regardless of what I think others might think, which is like, I'm gonna draw my cringy self-insert for this fandom. That included. But also just like, if I want to draw more NSFW stuff, which I did draw a few this year and obviously will not be included because I don't think YouTube would like that very much. But, like, that intrigues me, that interests me, and I want to draw more. I want to draw more conceptual stuff. I want to get more experimental. I want to really just have fun. And toward the end of this year, I was kind of in a bit of a slump, and I think I'm working my way out of it now. But Art Fight always really helps with this, so I'm looking forward to it next year. But I was feeling like anything I was creating wasn't quite hitting the mark, but I wasn't sure how to push it, and I wasn't sure how to experiment, and I wasn't sure how to push myself, and I didn't feel like doing studies, even though I should, and I know I will enjoy them. But I will say, because it's the end of the year, for Christmas, one of my best friends gifted me these acrylic, or they're actually not acrylic, they're water-based paint markers. But they're double-ended markers, and you'll see them toward the end of this video. But I realized with those, I kind of got out of my funk with them because I can't, like, layer. Some of them I can layer, but I can't blend with them. So everything is majorly done in shapes, which is super, super nice. It's super gratifying and makes me break my way of thinking and just sort of gets me back down to basics of, like, what shape is this? What shape is the shadow? What shape is the highlight? Things like that, which makes me super, super happy. That being said, I am trying to look toward the positives of what I've done this year, not just art, even though I think I've done a fairly good job, and I should pat myself on the back for that. But my accomplishments, other than that, is that I got to, I think, go to a couple extra conventions that I don't normally go to. Got to meet some people, which is so fun. Travel a bit more. And I released a mini series, Dungeons and Dragons Homebrew, spooky for Halloween, Divine Darkness, which was a huge labor of love. I made the art, I made the story, I made not the basis for how the homebrew was played, I had some help with that, but also I made the music too, and I've always wanted to try my hand at music, especially something like this because it's Silent Hill inspired. So it's been nice to sort of like use my creative brain for something other than art. Oh my god. But speaking of Silent Hill, I want to do more spooky, scary stuff. I feel like I draw my OCs a lot, which is fun. And I draw Transformer stuff, which is, I feel like, not the majority of where people know me from, but it's what I go to conventions for. And I do D&D, and I do a podcast with friends about Transformers. But Silent Hill is the reason why I did art, especially with the remake coming out this year, which I played and very much enjoyed. I want to get back to my roots a little bit, and I'm eager to do that. Over the holiday, I plan to do scenes that are sort of Silent Hill adjacent that I've had in my dreams, which is really, really fun. And I just want to have a good time. I just want to sort of take what's in my brain and make it real. I know that I do that with art, but the dreams are definitely a huge inspiration. I also, speaking of the new year going forward, I want to mention that I have officially ended my Patreon by the end of this year, if you're watching in the future. As this video comes out, I think it's still up, but that's fine. I want to focus more on my community and my Discord and make sure that everyone is having a good time and just connecting with folks. If you want to, maybe I'll leave a link either in the comments or in the description. But also going forward, I'm not sure how much I will be posting to YouTube anymore. I am fairly preoccupied with my commissions and creating art, and I want to make more videos for YouTube, but it's just not my priority right now. That's not to say I don't disenjoy it. I do have fun with it, but it does take up time that I want to use toward just creating art. So if you do see a lack of uploads in this coming year, that is definitely why. I'd like to still try and at least put out a few videos, you know? That's also why I don't want to have the Patreon up, because I don't want people to support me for YouTube videos, etc. that I don't end up making. But my Ko-Fi and commissions obviously will always be up, so if you do feel like throwing a couple extra dollars my way, you can absolutely do that. I think I've rambled enough. What do you guys plan to do in the new year? What are your New Year's resolutions? Maybe that's a video I'll make for 2025. I hope you have a lovely day, night, or evening. Enjoy the rest of your year and treat yourself well. Bye-bye! This video was made possible with the support of my patrons. $5 Ghoul shoutout goes to Kelly, $10 Imp shoutout goes to Lapis Dragon 01, and special shoutout goes to my $20 Demon Tier patrons, Mimi Chai and Jay Laps. See you guys next time. Bye!